Hello and welcome to Student Voice. Today we're joined by students from the TV production class and we're talking about AI. What is it and how is it changing the media landscape? With me today are
Lydia Franks,
Ben Jennings,
Ryan Marino,
Antonio Farmer.
So first off, what do you know about AI and how would you describe it to older generations?
I guess, it's just smart. It's going to be smarter than all of us eventually. Mm-hmm. So, why would we try to understand it in a way? But I think describing it to older generations, there's not really a way to because they're very old school. And so we're going to learn how to do it. And then we can teach the next generation. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't think the older generations need to know, personally.
All right.
Yeah. I personally disagree with a lot of that. Yeah, your opinion's wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, AI is very good at looking smart, is how I see it a lot of the time. If you ask it about anything you know in depth about, it's pretty quickly gonna show it doesn't really know what it's talking about, in my opinion. It is kind of true that even the people that make it don't understand it that much, because the way those kind of things work in simple terms is it just kind of infinitely builds on itself to try and get better. So obviously it what it's trained on is chosen by you programmers and computer scientists and everything. But in terms of explaining it to older generations is pretty much just that would just be what I said, pretty much, that you have humans give it a bunch of stuff to train off of, and then pretty much the way it works is, since it doesn't know anything, it just tests itself over and over, and it really is just kind of randomly, it throws stuff together and just chooses whichever one is doing better, whichever iteration it has so far. And then it kind of just repeats the cycle over and over and over and over.
You're right, you've got a point.
I'm kind of rambling about that stuff now, but
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're right. It runs off of an algorithm, and then it just decides what the best answer is by
that part is usually
what it thinks the best feedback is. So
yeah, and obviously you can adjust it some and say, people will come in and check it and say, okay, well, you're wrong about this. So it's that what I said applies more to image sorting or something like that, because we can't know everything about it, because they keep a lot of that secret on purpose about their companies, about their models. But anyway, yeah, you guys get to talk now.
All right. I'd say this is kind of a weird way, but I see it as a smarter version of a web browser, because most things you look up on a web browser you're not going to find. But if you were to look it up on, say, ChatGPT, you'd be able to find it pretty much instantly. I'll look up a really complicated math question because I'm cheating on my homework. Sorry to my math teachers, but I'll just, I'll look up a math problem and on Google or Firefox. I don't use Firefox, but Firefox, just giving examples, and I won't be able to find it. I'll find what's the one app, whatever the app is called. I don't remember. But I'll look it up on ChatGPT and I'll find it immediately. That doesn't mean it's always right, but most of the time it is right. But there'll be times where it doesn't know what it's doing and it'll get it wrong.
Yeah, I definitely agree about that as well. I think ChatGPT's a good purpose of it is just for quick information like that, to eliminate a bit of the searching you have to do yourself.
Me personally, I think AI is stupid. I hate every bit of it.
Right.
I wouldn't explain it to old people because I think they don't need to know. And on top of that, they already don't know. They think pictures of AI crab Jesus are real. So I think at some points you're just too far gone and you can't save them.
all right, I like that. Good point. So I know some of you have already said that you've used AI, but has anybody else done it and willing to share? And have you used it for class before?
Yes, I have. I mean, I already admitted it, but.
Yeah, 100%.
What class? Do you remember?
Comp 1. Yeah, I used it for most of my essays.
For a
I'll be
writing
honest.
class? Can't believe this.
Okay.
Shameful. No.
It's okay
Use it for
to,
writing?
expose yourself here.
I don't use it for writing. Or I don't use it for writing. I mostly just the same, in terms of I've used it mostly just the same thing you have, which is for math stuff. More so just it kind of works as like a tutor in a way, a little bit. You can just say, here's this problem, and most of the time you can ask it, okay, how do you do this? Like, what are the steps to this? So the way I view AI is more like as an assistive kind of tool. I think in the realm of art as well, I definitely agree with Antonio. I think it's like kind of just garbage to use to replace writing or, your typical illustration art. But I think if you use it to like give an outline and get yourself ideas or something, it's all right. But yeah, I'm getting kind of off topic now. But yes, math is the main usage of it for me.
Antonio, have you used AI for
No.
class?
No, I don't use AI for class. I do know somebody who has, actually a professor. A professor has used AI, and their name is Willis. Dr. Willis uses AI all the time.
Yep.
Me personally, I just can't.
Blackmail 'em.
But I feel like if the professor is using AI, I feel like that kind of opens the gateways for students to use AI. And I personally think if we're gonna let the AI do our work, might as well let them have your place. Let them be the student. Let them
Wow.
let them have your position. That's my thoughts.
Antonio, I didn't realize you were a snitch, bro. Like,
I'm not a snitch.
you can't be calling people out like that.
I'm not a snitch. I'm not a snitch. This is
That's
different.
out of pocket, dude.
I'm not a snitch. I'll ask the
So,
question.
have you thought about confronting him about this?
No, I don't think I will.
Okay.
I think that would.
No, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
don't
Well,
think I
that's
will.
okay. We can move on. We can move
Yep.
on. So, what do you see as beneficial as for using AI as a tool? What do you think is beneficial about it?
I mean, it can get you an outline to get started on something, but that's really it. Like, it's smart enough to like be able to help you with some things, but it's not like smart enough to like do it all for you. I've learned that from experience. Don't worry. But yeah, that's what I think.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of said it already. Just I do think it's useful for giving you like a basis or quick information. That's mostly what I see it's like used for, and just like I don't think it has any place in the arts though at all. Like unless it's giving you
Agreed.
ideas.
Agreed.
Like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you pretty much said all I was going to say. I don't think I can really add to that.
Just to reiterate on his thing, I also don't think it should be used in any type of creative form. I think AI should be purely used for like answers to like math or something like that. It should not be used to like make art, to make film, to make movies, to make songs, because if they're going to already use it for that, they're just going to replace people's jobs.
kind of a disservice to like the whole, creative field.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody thinks positively about like deep fake or anything?
Oh,
No.
Facetune?
Definitely
That should be
not.
illegal.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Actually, the one usage of like deep fakes and stuff like that, it's funny sometimes. That's
Yeah,
about all I can give it.
Like those Instagram real videos.
Yes.
Bro, I love those. I love those, but like if they're using like I don't know the word, but in a not negative so much as like using it against someone to make them look bad, that's not good. That's not good.
I can't remember the word.
Me neither.
I guess slander works.
Yeah, slander. Yeah.
To make someone look worse, yes.
Okay, so you would say that's what you think for all the negative impacts that AI can have?
I mean, there's more, but that's the only ones I can really think of right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say like setting somebody up, like you guys said, because you can make it look like somebody is saying something and it's not really them at all. Like they put Kanye's face on somebody,
I mean, Kanye's been
For
saying some
example.
pretty bad things himself right
No,
now.
I'm
so
not- I'm
I don't
not
know if
saying
he's the
that.
best example.
You're right, but I'm saying
I
they
know-
take a random
I
person
know,
and
it's
they
just
put
an
like
example,
Kanye's
but-
face. So.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't know if he needs any help at the moment.
All right, well, that's going to be the end of our Student Voice episode. For more information about classes at Chattanooga State, you can visit our website. I'm Brianna Robinson, and I hope you have a great day.